Good morning. All right, so super excited. Today, whoop, I better get the mic closer to me so you can actually hear what I'm doing. Today, it is going to be all about the secret of manifesting. Super sexy. So I promised to deliver the piece about questions and using questions to open up your manifesting abilities, because there's a real trick to this. And it can really change what's going on dynamically in your business, in your life, in all of it. So, manifesting, let's first of all talk about what manifesting is. I was just checking on something. And it's something that I think a lot of people kind of get twisted around and misinterpreting it. So manifesting is this ability to pull in what you desire from what you've thought of. So you think about, say, the perfect partner, because oftentimes people, allocate manifesting to money, but manifesting can be anything. It can be an opportunity. It can be a connection. It can be somebody coming into your life. It can be pretty much anything can fit into the category of manifesting. And there's the phone. That's awesome. So, yeah. There's my husband running for the phone to shut that off in the middle of my live. So apparently I forgot to shut off the phone. So manifesting means bringing something in with total ease. There is the ability to do things the hard way, where you slog it and you make 50,000 phone calls and you do all kinds of hard work to generate what it is that you actually want. That's doing the work. But manifesting is when you follow those niggles, when you want something to happen in your life. You want an opportunity, let's say. You want an opportunity to meet somebody. And you just follow the breadcrumbs that the universe leaves you so that you make that happen. That's manifesting. That's making things happen with ease. And doing that requires you to actually be willing to listen to your intuition, willing to follow your intuition. And, for some of you, it's about learning what your intuition is in the first place, like learning how to even listen to your intuition. So all of those things, and I'm completely distracted because my husband's on a call in the other room and I can hear him. So anyway, so having that picture of what manifesting actually is and what it's not. So it's not sitting on your couch meditating and something falls from the sky. It is having a desire, putting it out in the universe, and then following those breadcrumbs to make it come in. And sometimes it comes in right away, and sometimes it comes in years from now. So we often think, in terms of like if you ask for something and it doesn't come in today, that means that it didn't work or that you don't have the ability to manifest. And that's the wrong conclusion. So sometimes you need to just kind of ask deeper questions of like, wow, okay, when is this coming? Is this getting closer? Is this working? Is it not working? So that's kind of the overall picture of manifesting and what it's going to take for you to start manifesting things in your life. But now I want to look at, what is it that unlocks that door? What is it that unlocks the manifesting? Because there's a lot of people who sit there and say, oh, I want XYZ. I want to make more money. I want to have the partner of my dreams. And that's more like if you listen to the energy of it underneath, like if you feel the energy underneath, where it is actually this space of, I would really like that to happen, but I don't really believe it could. And unfortunately, the universe listens to our energy, not our words. So when you don't believe in your heart, if you don't believe that it's possible for you to make the kind of money that you are longing to make, or you don't believe it's possible for you to have a love partner that would adore you, then it's not going to happen. Plain and simple. That is the law of attraction. You need to actually believe it at a cellular level for it to work. And when you believe that something is possible at a cellular level, you think about it, you take action. So there's a bit of that, on this world plane, there's some strategies. When you believe that it's possible, you look for those opportunities. You see the connections. You reach out to people who could possibly help you along your path. And that moves things along because the universe sees you taking action and is working towards you as well. Okay, so I know I've teased you a little bit. Just wanted to give you a bit of overview on the manifesting thing. So here's the deal. When we ask a question of the universe starts to change things, starts to move the dynamics, starts to put things in place, starts to throw you those little breadcrumbs. And there's a little secret to asking a question. And the secret is that you need to be playful about it. You need to be in this space where you're kind of excited about it. And you need to be just without any kind of expectation or deciding how it's going to show up, when it's going to show up, all those kinds of things. So getting into that space where you are in the I wonder, like a 5-year-old, right? 5-year-olds don't know. It's like, oh, why is the sky blue? They're like asking because they don't know. Why is the sky blue? But us, we go, what, it's like, why is the sky blue? Well, because, the light refraction, it's not actually blue. It's actually different. Like we get into our brain. And then that doesn't allow for more information to come in. And this is, on a practical level, when you don't understand something, you ask questions to get more information. So when you want some more information, some more breadcrumbs from the universe, you ask questions. So yesterday, I put out in my Facebook group, I put out about asking the question, I wonder who would like to pay me today? And it was so interesting to see the shifts from people. So there was a couple of people who picked up on the energy of it right away, and they were able to create some interesting little things. So little, right? So starting out with, say, finding a $10 gift card or having their eBay items bid up on little things, which is great. That opens it up. So, taking this one tool is phenomenal. Like I find that the people who follow me, generally their life starts to open up. So things get easier, they feel a little better in their body, and there's a little increment in increase in money. So that's where you follow me on the free level. Honestly, if you want to go bigger, if you want to, take that from a $10 increment, increasing that to, say, getting 1,000 or thousands of dollars more, that's usually requires you to dig in and work with me or another coach or somebody to dig in and look at the stuff that you haven't been willing to look at. Clear out the pieces that you've been avoiding. Because if you knew it on your own, you'd already be changing things, right? So if you're wanting to really amplify the ability to manifest, you may want to work with somebody. I'm just going to say. Because what I see is that the people who do it on the free level, honestly, like they're getting, from $10 to $100 more, which is phenomenal. That's great. Hey, free money, totally free money. And those that are getting thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars are the ones that go deeper, the ones who dig in and commit to going bigger. Because in doing that, in stepping it up, you're, again, putting out to the universe, I trust that this can happen. I know this will work, and I'm going to invest and, really digging in and doing the work. So for now, what I want you to do is I want you to play with questions from that space of being light, being playful, not knowing what the outcome is, not knowing what the answer is, and just dancing with the universe, asking the question as if it's your friend. I wonder who's going to pay me today, right? And then zip it and let your friend, the universe, or God, or however you want to call it, answer you, show you what it is, show you where to find those people, show you where to get that engaged. And then, of course, for those of you who want to go a little bit deeper than what I'm willing to share here in a Facebook Live, there is another little piece that you can use to ramp up your manifestation. And I have a link in the posting that you can click on. Yes, you have to sign up. That's the trade, but it is a very juicy 3-part video series that you can use over and over again and really ramp up your manifestation abilities. So that will take you from the $10 increment and maybe to 100, maybe even to 1,000, who knows? But try it out. Let me know how it goes. It can trigger, but you have tools. And if you don't have tools, let me know. But there are tools to actually clear the triggers and get that out of the way so that you can manifest what you desire. Because I really want you to have what it is that you say that you really, really want. Anyway, I know you're brilliant. Hey, Anita. And I think you're awesome. Even if you don't believe that you're awesome, there is something about you that is unique and is a gift to the world, and the world needs to see you. So shine on, be brilliant. Love you.